I'm at my favorite spot to download videos. I've got some on the Pleasant Valley War out by Young, Arizona. Let's look on the map. It's not too far from East Valley from Apache Junction. Apache Junction, just east, you go through Mesa, Tempe, Mesa, Scottsdale. You run into Apache Junction. Another maybe 20, 30 miles east of there, northeast of there, Pleasant Valley. And then another probably 20 or 30 miles is Winslow. Get to Winslow in a second here. Now I was checking on some of the videos on the Pleasant Valley War. They're listed as they're actually listed on these videos. I'm gonna get to the crows that are not here in a second. But anyway, the Pleasant Valley War is listed as reported as one of the bloodiest blood feuds, in the Western United States. And why it isn't better known? Why it's not up there with the events of Tombstone, the shootout at the OK Corral. I mean, if it's that bloody, 50 people were killed in that blood feud between I'm trying to think of the family. I'll cover them later. But there's two families of ranchers. One was ranching sheep, one was ranching cattle. It's essentially what it was. But anyway, I don't know why it's not better known. I'd heard of it a couple times. I'd almost forgot about it till the guy that had the Sidetrack Adventures channel had covered it. I watched it yesterday, and I said, "Yeah, I have heard of the Pleasant Valley Wars." Just a little bit further north from Young is the town of Winslow. Said if I plan out a trip through that part of the state, head up to Winslow, hang out on that corner in Winslow, Arizona, wait for some chick in a flatbed Ford. I think most of us have. There's supposed to be a statue of Glenn Frey. Glenn Frey was one of the singers. He's died a few years ago. After he died, some of the rock stations here in Phoenix had contributed to having a statue made of Glenn Frey. Have it put out on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, in tribute to Glenn Frey. That was part of his song, "Standing on the Corner" in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, and it's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a peek at me. Don't let your own wheels roll over you. I'm trying to get the song. It's an Eagles song, but take it easy. Don't let your wheels roll over you. There's two girls that want to stone me, two girls that want to own me. Other girl says she's a friend of mine. I think you kind of get the image if you've never heard that song. Anyway, you're saying, well, I'm visiting the Pleasant Valley Wars. Of course, I'm starting to get busy now, so I've got to be somewhere in about half an hour. By the time I finish the downloads, get my ass out of here, I get it to just about in time because the guy's waiting for me. Or he said he'll be there in about 45 minutes if I talk to him, and that's been about 15 minutes. By the time I get over there, he'll be there. Yeah, maybe. I kind of hate waiting for people. Of course, I think they probably hate waiting for me too. Anyway, I'll leave you with an image of the Stella down there, Monument Hill. This call is not at Monument Hill. It's a little bit closer to Monument Hill. I may be able to get down there today. I may not. I don't know. I was going to go down there. I hit up the Goodwill over there at 99th Avenue and Lower Buckeye. But I was in a hurry. That was when Trump was going to give his speech. I got home just in time to fall asleep. I've covered that. That Trump speech was so lengthy and meandering, kind of went all over the place. Anyway, let me get you back to the crows that aren't there. It's about 90 out here, even in the shade. Take you back down to the Estrella down there. Can't wait for it to get to 120 Fahrenheit. That's roughly 50 degrees Celsius. I bet there are people in Europe that don't believe it gets to 50 degrees Celsius here. I've posted videos on YouTube showing my thermometer. It's real air temperature. It's not out in the sun. It's real air temperature. 50 degrees Celsius. If you don't believe me, spend a summer with me. crawl up on a roof and fry your brain like I've done. If you want to fry your brain like I fried my brain and think all kind of weird thoughts and make YouTube videos that don't make any sense, join me or not. Let's see, how does Marlene say commentary or E9? Uh, E9 or 9? Something like that. That's Marlene. For Marlene, ich liebe dich, Frau. Everybody else, bye bye.